On this channel, I've talked about the underdogs, we've talked about the mysterious, and even talked about the loud and proud anti-idol groups. But none of these guys compare to the Japanese singer we're going to be talking about today. This is Ado.
知ってますか？オーストラリアの玉ねぎは空を飛ぶんですか？オーストラリアに住んでる方教えてください。オーストラリアの玉ねぎは空を飛ぶんですか？
And at the age of 14, she already knew what she wanted to do in life, and that was to be the best to ever do it, to be the #1 singer in the country. She got her chance on a famous Japanese website doing covers. Later, she got the call to work with other prominent Japanese singers, and just like that, she forged her way to the top of Japan's music billboards through perseverance, hard work, and controversy? Yeah, at the age of 17, she was the talk of the country at one point, all because of a single song, which was, surprisingly enough, her first ever song. But more about that later. Eventually, she came out of that controversy more self-aware than ever, because a mere 2 years after, her violent, bashful, and strong sense of drive would land her the opportunity of a lifetime. How big was that opportunity? Let's just say One Piece level of big. This kind of rise paired with her music needs to be studied because there is a certain energy to her music that only seems to be enhanced by her strong, booming voice. She got that deep voice, and because of it, she has reached a certain level of music creation to where she can be handed any type of work and find a way to make something good out of it. And to top it all off, I don't think she realizes how influential she is on a international scale. This is the story of a woman who faced sacrifice, hardship, and doing whatever it means to send the world a message that you're one cold woman who can sing. This is the life of Ado.
歌い手になりたいっていうのは小学生ぐらいの時から。
Back in 2005, the very first YouTube video was about a dude spitting facts about elephants at a zoo in my hometown city, baby. That's right, we own this video. San Francisco, you might have a nice looking bridge. LA, you might have smog, but we have the very first YouTube video, baby.
And that's pretty much all there is to say.
Well, 1,000 miles away, a very intelligent man from Japan watched this video and was inspired, not by the elephant facts, but was enamored by the idea of a video sharing platform. So, he got to work and made the famous Japanese site known as Nico Nico. Nico Nico is a website that performs pretty much the same as YouTube, albeit a website for mostly Japanese people to use. Nico Nico is commonly used as a central hub for people to make a name for themselves in the entertainment industry, and that also includes singers as well. Well, in 2017, which was 7 years ago, oh my god, a 14-year-old girl watching her favorite Vocaloid covers on Nico Nico decided that she wanted to do the same. Ado got her start on Nico Nico as a utaite, a person who does covers of songs without showing their actual face. The only thing the viewer would see is the visuals and a voice covering the song. And the fact that Japan sorta normalized the idea of mystery singers is pretty darn cool. I mean, if a singer can gain more confidence just by remaining anonymous, it's a win-win situation. I would say that she had the upper hand compared to a lot of singers because of that deep voice. If you listen to her first cover, she sounds like twice her age. This was the life of Ado in middle school, having the energy and confidence to make covers of songs she liked and uploading them onto Nico Nico. For a short while, she was even being featured by prominent Japanese singers from time to time. She even built her own studio in the family closet. I mean, just look at this setup, from the Focusrite audio interface to all those, what's that called? I am drawing a blank here. The soundproof foam. There you go. Foam. To make things quieter. 14-year-old me would never dream about owning this kind of stuff. I was literally just eating chicken nuggets without a care in the world, and this woman was producing fire beats in her closet. My favorite brand is Tyson, by the way. Transitioning from Ado's middle school life to her high school life, if middle school was meant to represent all the possibilities to be a potential singer, in high school there would be zero possibilities, as Ado went through something that I'm going to be calling a self-doubt arc.
でも悔しいっていう思いも ありましたね。
Us Auto fans, we don't talk about this arc because we don't want to see any harm fall upon our queen. But it's an internal battle necessary to make a person grow. The confidence she once had when she was producing her covers started to slowly vanish once she realized that she wasn't the music guru people thought of her as. She was chasing a dream she believed hasn't quite been fulfilled yet. And what do you do when you feel down? Well, you gotta do the things that you like. And despite these displaced emotions, she continued to express her current feelings through music. And what happens when you cross paths with a Japanese songwriter who just so happened to share the same sentiment as you? Well, you obviously need to team up and let the entire world know how you really feel.
Ladies and gentlemen.
In 2020, Ado's debut song Usewa was released one day before Ado's 18th birthday. I don't know about you guys, but when I was 18, I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon at the comfort of my own home. You guys might be seeing a pattern here. When Ado was 18, she was collecting a check from a song that now has 330 million views on YouTube. 1 year later, that very song would reach as high as number 7 on the Japan's Top 100. And 1 more year later, it would still be on Japan's Top 100 list. This song would literally not go away for 2 years straight. That's how powerful this song was. She literally walked into the studio, and on her very first song, she was like, you know what? I just feel like being a top 10 artist right now. Like, you can't be more cold than that. However, when anyone decides to pursue a career in entertainment, you sort of sign a deal with the devil. With enough hard work, expect to grow a fan base of dedicated supporters that will like your stuff. However, what a lot of people forget is when they sort of dip their toes into this sort of field, is that there's always a chance for controversy to come your way. A Japanese show on the TBS News channel did a survey where they interviewed 2,000 parents on their thoughts on the song and if they're okay with their kids singing it. And a good 1/3 of those parents absolutely are like, ain't no way my kids are going to be listening to this devil music. Ew. Yuck. This survey was conducted because parents' kids were chanting the main chorus in their school. Parents and teachers did not like this, and as a result, some schools were even banning that single song altogether. But I do see a lot of flaws in this survey and how it was conducted. Because the topic was about parents worrying about their kids, the show is targeting a demographic that obviously can't really relate to this type of music. I can blast anime music in my car with the homies, but in front of my parents, I don't know about that, buddy, but I would fold instantly. Naturally, if you target a demographic that's not really into this type of music, you're going to get comments or people are going to say that the song is overall very annoying or the lyrics are just way too violent. Then people who read these kind of articles will make the general assumption that young adult music is not good for them kids. Okay, now with that in mind, where do I start? Usewa is a song that acknowledges stress, and the music video is an art piece meant to represent pent-up stress in a very sarcastic way. The song is wild, loud, gritty, basically a middle finger to a society that causes stress to build up. Now, it would be concerning if you use that anger and actually go to a person that you hate and say that you want to, I don't know, WWE suplex him into oblivion. This song was made for the people who feel stressed and angry, because it's frustrating when you don't have anything to release that stress or anger on. Ado described this perfectly. I sing in anger so you don't have to. Also, it's kind of weird that she was the one taking most of the criticism when she wasn't even the one that made the song. I guess they hate us because they ain't us. Despite the outside noise, Ado's success from her first song will propel her into collaborating with more songwriters, building that discography with fan favorites like Odo, Gira Gira, and Show, with each music video having their own sense of direction and artistic feel to it. With her musical resume only getting bigger and better, she was already one of the biggest Japanese young adult singers by 2022, because in just 2 years, she would have a song that reached number 1 on the Japanese musical charts. She would win Best Asian Artist of Japan in 2021 and would have a full-fledged documentary about her. This type of rise would not go unnoticed, as she had successfully solidified a career in singing. And it would only get better when she received a call from a particular artist that just so happened to love a good pirate story.
ワンピースのお仕事が来たよって言われた時に、洋服のワンピースですか？どことブランドですかって。どういうこと？
While working with Oda's team, Ado would find her way into the One Piece universe in the movie One Piece Film Red under a different alias, Uta, which means song in Japanese. Under the album Uta no Uta, she would work with the One Piece team and other famous artists like Vondi and the band Mrs. Green Apple to create a total of 8 songs that are played throughout the movie. One Piece Red would premiere in 9 different countries. Some countries enjoying it more than others. This would prove successful as the film would stay in Japanese theaters for 16 whole months, and during that span would sell 14.7 million tickets and earn 20 billion yen in Japan alone, not accounting for the earnings from different countries. New Genesis is currently Ado's 5th most popular song on YouTube, standing at 166 million views. Now here are my top 3 songs from the One Piece movie that you didn't ask for. Okay, number 3, Blacklight. I would play this if I was past the aux cord. 2, I'm Invisible. Nothing much to say about this one. It's a happy song, pretty much the opposite of Usewa. And number 1, I'm not even going to say it. It's pretty obvious. Just kidding. New Genesis, baby. Inject that into my middle-aged veins. So, it has been 4 years since her debut. What's she been up to, you know? Her most recent collab was working with composer Yoko Kanno, you know, the person that made the Cowboy Bebop opening. She would work with her to make the Spy Family Season 2 opening. And funny enough, at the time of making this script, she just released a new video. Check it out. It's pretty cool. If I can describe Ado in 3 words, it would be that Ado is Ado. She stays true to herself because that's all she can do. Whether you found her through her first songs, her music through One Piece, or perhaps through her... One thing's for certain, Ado might just be the best to ever do it. She has every right to be called the #1 singer in Japan. Also, the Tyson nuggets need to be dino-shaped. If you eat the regular ones, I'm writing the restraining order right now.